everybody, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having a great day. Today I'm going to show you how to make a macrame plant hanger that I'm going to be taking to the fair this week. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to make it. To do this piece you're going to need, I believe this is a 2-inch ring, and of course some scissors. And I am going to be using Bonnie's craft cord. Now you can get this at Hobby Lobby, and it's like 300 foot of rope. It's like 6mm rope, and it's only like $8 for a bundle of it, and usually one bundle will do a plant hanger just fine with some left over. So in order to start, what we're going to do is we're going to take our ring, and I've got a hanger that's up on a hook here to make this down where I can work with it because I'm short. I'm going to put my ring on here to where it hangs and just twist this up. And there we go. Now what I have done is I have cut 8 pieces of rope, 3 body lengths each. So for a body length, my body length is about 4.5 feet. So a body length, you just take one end in your hand like this, and you just stretch out all the way out, all your wingspan. Like that. There's 1, 2, and 3, and then you cut it. Find your 2 ends like this, and then go down and find the middle. Right here is the middle of your rope. Hang on to the middle of it with one hand and find your end of your rope. Put the end of your rope through your ring. Keep hanging on to the middle, and just bring it down to where the middle of your rope is right at your ring. Do that with all 8 pieces. So you have your 2 ends. Find the 2 ends. Then go and find the middle. Hang on to the middle. Put the tail through your ring and pull it until the middle of your rope is at your ring. Now, having 8 pieces bent over like this is going to actually give you 16 working ropes. Okay, so once you've got all of your ropes cut and they're all on your ring, like this, we're going to do a gathering knot right here. And to do a gathering knot, I have cut a piece of rope that is about 3/4 of a body length. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one end and point it up towards the sky, put my thumb on it like this, and then I'm going to take the tail of this rope, I'm going to wrap it around my fingers and then around my thumb like that, and then back around the piece and wrap it pretty tight, and just keep wrapping it and working your way down. If it gets up to where you don't want it, just scooch it down pretty tight, and whenever it starts bunching up your fingers, you can just start taking your fingers out so your rope lays nice and flat. Just work down and wrap it however many times you think looks nice. Or until you start running out of rope. Okay, now, I think that's going to be good enough. So now I'm going to take the tail of my rope and I'm going to put it through this loop right here. Put it through the loop. Like that. Now take this top part and pull up to where the end of this goes up through there. Sometimes you have to pull pretty tight to get it up through there, like so. And now we're going to cut off this part, cut off the top part, and cut off the tail. Now, you can see these are still sticking out. You can try to move this up to where it'll hide them, or down to where it will hide them. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to flip my piece around and make this the back of my piece. So I'm going to take it off, flip it around, put it back, and twist that back up. And somehow I got my hanger twisted. Okay. Alright. And there's the front of my piece right there. Now that I've got my gathering knot here, I'm going to start with square knots. And to do a square knot, you need 4 ropes. So just pick 4 ropes here in front that is, you know, next to each other. And to do a square knot, you're going to take this left rope, the far left one, bend it up over these 2 in the middle to make a 4. And take your right rope, put it over the left one like that, and then you're going to bend it back behind these 2 middle cords and through this loop right here. Pull it all the way through. And then take your 2 tails, your right and your left cords, and pull up to the top. And I'm going to pull that up pretty tight. Now, that's the first part of a square knot. For the second part, you're going to start with the right cord, bend it over into a backwards 4 over your 2 centers. Take your left rope over the tail of your right rope, back behind the 2 center cords here and through this loop right there. And then pull your 2 working ropes up tight. I'm going to do 5 of these to start out with. So here's 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. And I'm just going to scoot them up where I want them to be, like that. Now for the next one, you're just going to sort of turn it if you can, and pick 4 more that's close to each other, like that, and do 5 more. Okay, so once I've got the 5 square knots to begin with, and they're all done, see, there's them there, and my piece is backwards again, there we go. Now, for the next step, I am going to start, I believe, about 5 spiral knots. And to do them, you're going to do just a half of a square knot. So you can either go to the right, to the left, or to the right. It doesn't make any difference. I'm just going to go to the left. I'm going to start off the first part of my square knot like normal. I'm going to move it down just a hair. I'm going to go probably an inch down below that to start my spirals. And then we're just going to keep doing the same thing. Instead of going like this to make a square knot, we're just going to keep going to the left. Starting with the left cord. There's 2. 3. 4. 5. Okay, I'm going to go with a little bit more. 6. And you can see it's starting to turn. 7. When it starts to turn around on you, just turn it back to where you can work on it. 8. I think I'm going to do 9. And 9. And see, it makes a cute little twist. And I'm going to do that all the way around my piece. Okay, now I've got my 9 spiral here. Now the next step, I'm going to go back to a square knot. So I'm just going to come down again. Actually, I'm just going to suck it up there and just start with square knots now. And I'm going to do probably about 9 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah.
So you can see it's going way down here. There's 9 of them. So I'm going to do that now all the way around the piece. Okay, now that I've got my 9 square knots, I'm going to go back to the 9 spirals. But you can see my working ropes here, they're getting pretty short. Whereas the other ropes, they're still really long. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch them. I'm going to bend these 2 working ropes right here. I'm going to bend them to the middle. And I'm going to make these my working ropes now. So now I'm going to work them into spirals. And this can get a little bit tricky to get it to work in, to where you can't really tell. Just pull it tight. There's 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. Now you have another little twist there. Again, these are getting too long, so I'm going to bend them back, bring these 2 as my working ropes now, and just go on with my spirals. Okay, so I've got this part done now, the spirals. I'm going to do another thing of the square knots, but I'm not going to put 9 on there, I don't think, because I don't want it to really be that long. So I'm thinking I'm just going to put like 6. I'm going to start with that and see how it looks, because I still have to have room to do my basket. So here's 1. And 2. And 3. 4. Actually, I'm just going to do 5. And so it matches the top. And 5. And I'm going to do that all the way around, and then I will start my basket. Okay, now to do my basket, you can see you've got 4 ropes per strand. So what you're going to do is you're going to pick 2 ropes from one strand and 2 ropes from another strand that is next to each other, like that. And you're going to come down, I'm going to come down about 2 inches, and I'm going to do a square knot here. Just a right or a left and then a right, like that. And you can see that attaches those together. Now I'm going to go on to the next one. Here's 2 from this side and 2 from the other one. And I'm going to put a square knot here. And I want them to be pretty even. Then here's another one. Let's see how this one is going to hang here. I'm going to use these 2, maybe? Well, let's just see. There. Like that. And then over on the back side, just attach the last 2. It's turning on me. I can't get over there. Try to make them as even as I can. Just like that. That's going to make your basket. Okay, here's the square knots. You're taking 2 ropes from each set, 2 from one side, 2 from the other side. So now I am going to make another row of that. I'm going to take, see, here's 1 square knot. I'm going to take the right ropes and the left ropes from the one right beside it, and do another square knot right there. And I'm going to bring it up just a little bit underneath these. That one is not quite right. It needs to be down some. Just like that. And then just about a half an inch, maybe an inch below. And I'm going to make another square knot right there. And then same way with here. The right, the left, the right and left, split your square knots and work another one right here. Just a little bit underneath. There we go. That's another one. Be careful of pulling them too tight. I'm awful about that. And then I've got to work it out. So, there we go. It's about right. Go all the way around. And here's the last one. Just like so. That's going to make the basket part. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to finish this off with a gathering knot. So again, I've got my rope that I've got cut to about 3/4 of a body length. We're just going to do the same thing that we did up there, right down here. Gather it up in your hand. Take one end of your rope, point it towards the sky, like that. And then take the end of your little rope here, twist it around your hand, around your fingers, right here, up and over your thumb, and twist. Like that. Keep twisting it pretty tight. And however many times again that you think looks nice. Oh, I'm getting my fingers caught right there. Okay. And here we go. Twist it around again. Now I'm going to take the tail of my rope, bring it around it. One more time, I think. I'm going to put it through this loop right there. Put it through there and pull up on this one. Now I'm just going to let this one dangle down. See if you can see that. This one dangled down, but I'm going to cut this one.
Cut it. Good.
Like that. There it is. Now for the bottom part here, I'm just going to cut it straight across right here. I think that looks nicer. So I'm just going to cut it straight and let it hang. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to try to put my bowl in here. And there we go. Now, of course, down here at the bottom, you could go ahead and fray these out. All you have to do is pull it a little bit and it'll fray. And you can do that to all of them, none of them, you know, hit and miss, random, doesn't make any difference. Just whatever you think looks nice. Okay, here it is, everyone, all finished up and ready to go to the fair. I hope you enjoyed watching me make this as much as I enjoyed making it. And if you did, give me a good thumbs up and subscribe. And have a good day, y'all. Bye.